Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we break down complex business concepts into actionable insights that you can use to grow your career or venture. I'm your host, Louis Riskwiser, and today we're going to explore a fascinating topic that has been making waves in the entrepreneurial world: Henry Parks. As someone who's spent years studying the intersection of urban planning, sociology, and economics, I've always been fascinated by the potential of well-designed public spaces to transform cities and promote social cohesion, and that's exactly what Henry Parks is all about. In straightforward terms, Henry Parks refers to the strategic creation and management of public spaces that foster community engagement, innovation, and economic growth. Well, let me tell you a brief story. Henry Park was a visionary urban planner who recognized the potential of well-designed public spaces to transform cities and promote social cohesion. He believed that by creating inviting and functional public areas, cities could attract talent, stimulate entrepreneurship, and create vibrant ecosystems that drive prosperity. But Henry Parks is more than just a concept, it's a movement. It's about recognizing the importance of community and social interaction in driving innovation and economic growth. And it's about harnessing the power of strategic design and programming to turn public spaces into hubs of activity that attract talent and foster creativity. One of the key principles underlying Henry Parks is the idea that public spaces should be designed with people in mind, not just cars or buildings. This means creating spaces that are pedestrian-friendly, bikeable, and accessible to all members of the community. It also means incorporating amenities like green spaces, public art, and community facilities that make these areas desirable places to spend time. Influential thinkers like Jane Jacobs and Richard Florida have long argued that vibrant public spaces are essential for fostering innovation and economic growth, and entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk have demonstrated the power of creating workspaces that blur the lines between office and community. One notable example is the High Line in New York City. This elevated park built on an old rail line has become a hub of activity, attracting tourists, locals, and entrepreneurs alike. Another example is the revitalization of the waterfront in Vancouver, British Columbia, which has transformed a once-neglected industrial area into a thriving public space with shops, restaurants, and community facilities. But Henry Parks isn't just limited to urban areas. Rural communities can also benefit from this concept by creating public spaces that foster community engagement and social interaction. For example, the town of Greenfield, Massachusetts, has created a vibrant downtown area with a public park, farmers market, and community events that attract visitors from all over the region. So, how can you apply Henry Parks in your own ventures or careers? First, consider the importance of community and social interaction in driving innovation and economic growth. Think about how you can create spaces that foster collaboration, creativity, and connection among people. Second, think about how strategic design and programming can turn public spaces into hubs of activity that attract talent and foster creativity. One practical tip is to engage with local stakeholders and community members to understand their needs and aspirations for public spaces. This could involve conducting surveys, hosting community meetings, or simply spending time observing how people interact with these areas. Another tip is to consider partnerships between public and private sectors to bring your vision for a Henry Park to life. For example, the city of Denver, Colorado, has partnered with private developers to create a vibrant public space in the heart of the city. The project, known as the Union Station Redevelopment, has transformed a once-neglected area into a thriving hub of activity with shops, restaurants, and community facilities. In conclusion, Henry Parks offers a powerful framework for creating public spaces that drive economic growth, innovation, and social cohesion. By understanding the core principles and theories behind this concept, and by learning from real-world examples and case studies, you can apply the insights of Henry Parks to your own ventures and careers. Remember, every great business starts with a vision for how to make a positive impact on the world. So, go out there and create your own Henry Park. a vibrant public space that brings people together, fosters innovation, and drives prosperity. That's it for today's Business with Louis. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.